Hello and welcome to Midday Update. These are the headlines for today. COVID-19 deaths in Oman crossed 2,500. Muscat municipality cracks down on restaurant. Drive-through COVID-19 vaccines begin in Muscat. Second consignment of China-donated COVID-19 vaccines arrive in Bangladesh. Pakistan puts travel restrictions on people from 26 countries, including India. Bomb-laden drone falls at school in Saudi border city Asir. Euro 2020, Sterling's strike helps England defeat Croatia. Those are the headlines for today, and now let's take a look at how the weather will be like in our weather update. Before we move on to our weather update, here is our fact for the day. The Great Blizzard in 1888 was one of the most severe blizzards in American history. It brought 50 inches of snow in several states, and a total of 200 ships were destroyed. That is our fact for the day. Now let's take a look at how the weather will be like in the Sultanate. According to Oman Meteorology and Civil Aviation Authorities, there will be clear to partly cloudy skies along the coastal areas of the Far and adjoining mountains with intermittent drizzle. There will be mainly clear skies in the rest of the Sultanate and rise in temperature and chances of isolated rain during the daytime along the coastal areas between Muscat and Ras Al Had. And now let's take a look at how the weather will be like in all the governorates. Muscat will be sunny, temperatures between 47 to 34 degrees Celsius. Musandam will be sunny, temperatures between 44 to 37 degrees Celsius. North Al Batana will be sunny, temperatures between 44 to 31 degrees Celsius. South Al Batana will be sunny, temperatures between 48 to 37 degrees Celsius. Al Buraymi will have a sandstorm, temperatures between 46 to 30 degrees Celsius. Al Dhahira will have a sandstorm, temperatures between 48 to 31 degrees Celsius. Al Dakhiliya will experience thunder showers, temperatures between 49 to 32 degrees Celsius. North Al Sharqiya will be sunny, temperatures between 48 to 32 degrees Celsius. South Al Sharqiya will be sunny, temperatures between 44 to 32 degrees Celsius. Al-Wusta will be sunny, temperatures between 48 to 34 degrees Celsius. And the Far will experience thunder showers, temperatures between 41 to 22 degrees Celsius. Hello and welcome back to the Midday Update. Now before we move on to our local stories, let's take a look at the COVID updates for today. The Ministry of Health has registered 19 deaths in the Sultanate, taking the death toll to 2,532. The Ministry of Health has extended its deepest condolences to the families of the deceased. The Ministry of Health has also announced the registration of 1,806 new COVID-19 cases, taking the total cases in the Sultanate to 236,440. In the past 24 hours, there have been 542 recoveries, and a total number of recoveries now stand at 211,494. More than 2,500 people in Oman have died due to COVID-19 since the start of the pandemic, figures released by the Ministry of Health show. Oman recorded 46 deaths last Thursday and over the weekend, with 24 people dying from this disease on Saturday alone, pushing the death toll to 2,513. To stop the spread of the pandemic, Oman's Ministry of Health has accelerated its national vaccination drive and has asked all those eligible for the COVID shots to get vaccinated at the earliest. A number of vaccination centers are now providing vaccine doses to the people from target groups eligible for the vaccine, as well as the government employees who are among those marked inoculation under the current phase of the rollout. We are taking all efforts to provide COVID-19 vaccines to employees of the administrative apparatus of the state, as well as the target groups both in the health center in Qurayyat and in the various other sites in Muscat. Those who need to get vaccinated while in the capital can go to 5 sites: Al-Nubaha Basic Educational School in Sib, the Qurayyat Health Center, Sultan Qaboos Sports Complex in Boshar, Jabir bin Zaid School in Matrah, and the Governor's Office in Al-Amrat. All these locations are open between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. Muscat municipality has shut down restaurant for violating the decisions of the Supreme Committee to deal with COVID-19. Upon completion of inspection, Muscat Municipality Bosher is closing a restaurant for violating the decisions of the Supreme Committee to deal with COVID-19, and legal measures are being taken against it. The municipality warned other establishments to adhere to the precautionary measures amid the pandemic. Drive-through vaccination services has begun in the Sultanate on Sunday. As previously announced by the Directorate General of Health Services for Muscat Governorate, the Oman Automobile Association, in association with Al Rafa Hospital, started the drive on Sunday from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. The drive-through vaccination services was for the target group, those eligible for the second dose, in addition to the employees of the state administrative apparatus. Those are our local stories. We will take a small commercial break and we will move on to our international stories.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
The second batch of Sinopharm COVID-19 vaccines donated by the Chinese government arrived in Bangladesh on Sunday evening, the Inter-Service Public Relations said. ISPR, a department under Bangladesh's Defense Ministry, said in a statement that the two aircraft of Bangladesh's Air Force shipping the vaccines arrived in the Bangladeshi capital Dhaka around 5:30 p.m. local time from Beijing. Bangladesh's drug regulator in April authorized the emergency use of Sinopharm COVID-19 vaccine in the Asian country after Dhaka suspended the first dosing of the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine on a supply crunch. The donation of the second consignment was made after the Chinese State Councillor and Foreign Minister Wang Yi had a phone conversation with Bangladeshi Foreign Minister A.K. Abdul Mu'min on May 21st. Pakistan has placed strict restrictions on travelers, including India. This is to contain the spread of COVID-19 cases in the country. The National Command and Operations Center, a nerve center to synergize effort against COVID-19, has placed these countries in the C category and revised an inbound air and land travel categories with an immediate effect, Dawn reported. Countries in A category are exempted from the mandatory COVID-19 test. Travelers from areas in B require a PCR test that must be taken within 72 hours of travel date, while the countries in C categories are restricted and people can travel only under a specific NCOC guidelines, an official of the country's Ministry of National Health Services said. The list of the 26 countries include India, Iran, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Indonesia, Iraq, the Maldives, Nepal, Sri Lanka, the Philippines, Argentina, Brazil, Mexico, South Africa, Tunisia, Bolivia, Chile, Colombia, Costa Rica, the Dominican Republic, Ecuador, Namibia, Paraguay, Peru, Trinidad, and Tobago, as well as Uruguay in the C category list. Apart from the nations in C category, the rest have been included in the B category, and passengers from these countries will be required to present a negative PCR test as a result. A bomb-laden drone fell on Sunday at a school in Saudi border city Asir, the country's defense ministry said. No injuries have been reported in the attack, and the Saudi press agency said the Yemen's Houthi military was responsible for the attack. The incident was the latest of the frequent attacks launched by the Yemeni Houthi rebels against Saudi targets, especially border cities. The conflict in Yemen began in September 2014 when Houthi forces took over the capital city Sana'a. This 6-year civil war has left tens of thousands of people dead, most of them civilians, according to the relief organizations, and has pushed millions to the brink of famine in what the UN calls the worst humanitarian crisis anywhere in the world. Those are our international stories. We will take a small commercial break and we will be back with our sports desk.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
A thunderous goal from Raheem Sterling helped England defeat Croatia 1-0 in the Group D encounter of the ongoing European champions at the Wembley Stadium on Sunday. England managed to gain full 3 points from the match against Croatia, and now 3 Lions will lock horns against Scotland on June 18th, while Croatia will square off against Czech Republic on the same day. The first half between England and Croatia saw no goals. As a result, the scoreline remained 0-0 at halftime. In the first half, England held onto the ball for 58% of the match, while Croatia held on for 42%. The deadlock was finally broken in the 57th minute as Raheem Sterling registered the goal for England. This was Sterling's first goal at a major tournament. Calvin Phillips made a stunning run as he beat 2 players, and he did not disappoint and successfully netted the ball into the goal spot. No more goals were possible in the match, and in the end, England went away with a 1-0 victory. Later in the day, Austria will lock horns against North Macedonia, while in another match, Netherlands and Ukraine will be squaring off against each other. That's all the news for today. Tune in again tomorrow at the same time for more midday update. Thank you for watching TTV.
You've just heard the live feed from the TTV studios on TFM 95.4. Let's talk.